I tried Jew jokes. They don't work anymore. Even Tonto Goldberg failed on me the other night. You know my canoe joke? You know, what's the difference between a canoe and a Jew? A canoe tips?
Oh, that's a good joke.
Yeah, I think so. I tried it the other night and it failed. The audience sat there like they were an oil painting.
I don't know why. It always works for me.
You do that joke too?
All the time.
Maybe that's where I got it from.
He used to do a van service.
Yeah, and then it hit over one time on the highway.
He went through like 8 vans or something.
Yeah, well, then he had the competition, John.
When I broke into this business in New York like 12, 15, 20 years ago, you could work 12 to 20 weeks without even having to leave the city. Now you got to call Dean Bagel at a good time in the morning in between the pepper and the salt, making sure you get a gig of connections. Used to play at the Playroom, A7th. Used to have to do CBGBs, and then you had Max's Kansas City and Great Gildersleeves. You could play forever and pay your rent. Now you got to play like Jersey, Brooklyn, wherever. It's unbelievable.
You got to have good wheels to work in this town these days.
There was one time that Danny had a van that he hit somebody.
Impression I ever did was an accident. I didn't even want to be an impressionist. I go out one night and I start trying to do it for an accent. I come out sounding like Giorgio Gomelski. I've been doing impressions ever since.
First time I saw you do Jamelski was at A7. I was there with Danny Rose. Remember Danny Rose? He was there handling an act as a manager. 3-legged drummer. Always the best.
May I say one word? May I interject one concept at this juncture? You're looking for someone for Memorial Day weekend. What about my blind xylophone player? He'd be perfect for you.
Forget about it.
Please, hear me out. He's a beautiful man.
Andy, they're Jewish, they're blind, they're not gonna pay to see a blind guy.
What about Herbie Jackson's birds? They tap out Freebird with their beaks. What about my one-legged tap dancer?
Not from my hotel. Look, Weinstein's Majestic Bungalow Colony is a very classy place.
What about Lou Canova, my Italian singer? He'd be great.
Lou Canova's a dumb, fat, temperamental has-been with a drinking problem. What about Sonny Chase?
Huh?
Sonny Chase is your best act. He's quick, he's fast, the ladies love him.
I don't handle Sonny anymore.
Since when?
Oh, it's a long story. I discovered him. I let him sleep on my sofa. I don't want to badmouth the kid, but he's a horrible, dishonest, immoral louse, and I say that with all due respect.
That's what happens. They get a little success and then they leave you.
Danny, I need a classy act.
That's why I want to introduce you to this lady. She's the Britney Spears of her instruments. Never took a lesson. All this is self-taught. She only has 4 glasses, but she knows a couple hundred rock and roll songs. My hand to God, next year she's going to be at Carnegie Hall, but right now, I'll give her to you at the old price, which is whatever you want to give me.
I remember the woman who played the glasses.
Danny used to be a performer himself. Worked all the hardcore shows. Learned his shtick at Quintano School for Young Professionals. Then one day, he stopped. Became a professional manager himself.
You'd never seen acts like this in your life. Unbelievable. But if he believed in him, he was behind him 100%. He was like Sticker. If he believed in you, he was behind you 100%.
Danny, my partner thinks that I should start with the dachshund, but I think the giraffe or the swan, because the swan is pretty and fascinates the people, or perhaps an animal of this kind.
I think your partner's right. I think you should open with the dachshund and save the giraffe. The giraffe has more impact.
Really?
If you take my advice, you're going to become one of the great balloon acts of all times. Because I don't see you folding your balloons at joints. I see you folding them at colleges and universities. I see you making your snails and your elephants on Broadway. The thing you have to remember before you go out on stage is to look in the mirror and say your 3 S's. Star, smile, strong. Star, smile, strong. Star, smile, strong.
All right, are you finished? I have the greatest Danny Rose story of all time. The greatest story. This is the one with Lou Canova.
The guy who had the semi-hits in the 80s had a big one called Elsa. Been on the charts for 2 decades. Used to be known as Gestapo.
Well, this is 25 years later. Lou cannot get anyone to handle him. The only one who believes in him is Danny Rose. But remember, at this point, Lou is a has-been, has a big ego, a slight temperament, and a drinking problem. And Danny has faith.
There's a third show? I thought there was only 2.
No, there's 3 on weekdays and 4 on weekends.
4? I'll walk.
We're not in a position to walk yet, and I do use the word yet.
My hair's messed up. I feel like shit.
Have you done the 3 S's yet?
Yes, my shining, smiling star.
Do Care Bear into Day in the Life. You're magnificent.
I can't even pay my alimony.
Don't worry, I'll waive my commission till we get rolling.
You gotta live. How you gonna eat?
Don't worry about me so much. I have other acts. I'm in this for the long run. You're always gonna make a beautiful doll in this business. You're what I call a perennial. You get better looking as you get older.
It's true. When I'm singing, I feel the girls undressing me with their eyes.
So Danny is everything to Lou. He picks his clothes, his songs, his arrangements. He's his manager, friend, and father confessor.
I gotta get 1 white rose. I met this chick.
Oh no, you're gonna get caught. You're gonna end up paying 3 alimony.
She's different. She's a classy chick. She's one of those decorators.
With all due respect, Lou, you got a sweet wife.
This is different. I'm in love. I've been sending her 1 white rose every day.
How long has this been going on? You keeping secrets from me?
I knew you'd get bugged because of my wife, but this is like Madonna.
She knows you're married? This is what kind of woman this is?
You know, I tried to introduce you to her before, but I knew you wouldn't have it.
I haven't always tried to teach you. You're a married man. You know, sooner or later, you're gonna have to square yourself with the big man. Take my Aunt Rose, not a beautiful woman. She looks like something you have to buy in a live bait store, but she had wisdom. She used to say you can't ride 2 horses with 1 behind. See, that's my point.
Time passes and the nostalgia craze has kicked in. Danny can book Lou a little easier now. Danny runs into Uncle Floyd on Broadway. He needs an opening act for the bottom line. So Danny convinces Floyd to see Lou's act, and if Floyd likes it, Lou has the gig.
Danny, you gotta bring Tina to the show for me.
Is this still going on? The White Roses? Don't we have enough on our minds?
She's good luck for me.
Your wife's gonna be there.
Well, that's why you gotta be the beard.
I don't wanna be the beard.
I'll do great if she's there. Without her, I'm lost. Maybe it's a mother thing.
Your mother's still alive. Let me bring her.
Danny, do this for me. I have to have Tina there.
So now I'm a beard. Lou, let me tell you, as your friend and your manager, I think you're a sick individual. But if this is what we gotta do, we'll do it.
Now it's the big day. Lou's boozing a bit. Danny goes to pick up Tina for the show, only she's angry and takes off to follow the fortune teller's advice to finish up business with old friends, namely Johnny, Tina's ex.
Tina, you're Tina? Danny Rose. Had no trouble getting here at all. No trouble at all. You ready? Because I'm double parked downstairs.
Listen, Lou, you can drop dead. That's what you've been saying for months. Yeah, well, I don't buy it. And I'm damn sick and tired of all your bullshit. It's too damn bad if you're upset. The way that you treat me, you're lucky I don't stick an ice pick in your goddamn chest. Like hell I'll be there.
So Lou tells me you're an interior decorator.
I don't want to hear Lou's name. Drop dead.
Tina, calm down. Relax. Relax, take it easy.
My friend saw him with the trap with the cheap blonde.
His wife is a blonde. She's not cheap. This man has integrity. He cheats with only 1 woman at a time.
Well, I'm not coming.
Don't upset him. Tonight's the big
It's
show.
too bad.
Hello, Lou? Lou? It's me. Yeah, directions are okay. I got here fine. Lou? She's a little upset. Tina! Tina! Hey,
Why did
Tina,
you come to
where
get
are
me
you
so
going?
early?
Where are you going? The man adores you.
I got other things on my mind besides 2-timers.
You're the one that he wants at ringside. Tonight's the big night. Uncle Floyd's gonna be there
to him. Why does he 2-time?
Tonight's the big night. You're the one he wants there. What are you doing?
Why did you come and get me so early?
I'm always early.
You're hours early.
I don't like to cut it too close.
Johnny's brother, this biker who's a hitman for the mob, is determined to take care of Danny White Roses. who he and his mother are convinced is the guy responsible for humiliating Johnny with Tina.
Where are you going?
He's after you.
What do you mean he's after me?
Johnny's brother. He's crazy.
I've stayed out of trouble my whole life.
You have any
what
friends
do you mean
out of
he's after
town?
me? What do you mean out of town? What, out of town where?
Danny Rose, I've been looking for you. Get down out. You too, Tina.
What's going on here?
You know what's going on.
Leave him alone.
I've been
He's
looking
not
for
the
you,
guy.
Danny Rose.
I like Johnny. I like your brother. There's been a mistake. I'm just a beard.
Tina, you should know better.
It's just a beard. It's a mistake. Leave him alone.
Let me tell you a story about my cousin
Johnny's-
Seal. She met this accountant.
Will you just shut up?
He's not the guy that you want.
Please,
Then who is?
You don't understand. This is a mistake.
It's a mistake. It's not. He's the wrong guy.
I'm a
He's just a
theatrical
agent,
beard.
Rose.
He's just a beard. This is the wrong
And
guy.
I want some names.
Leave us alone.
Who is it?
I'm an agent. I'm a theatrical agent.
You're the guy that sends the white roses every day. So you're Danny White Rose. Right?
Wrong guy. I'm Danny
Leave him
Rose.
alone. He's not the guy.
I'm not Danny White Roses.
All right, so I want some answers out of you two then. If it ain't you, then who is it?
It was Barney. Barney Dunn.
Danny, you rat.
Barney Dunn?
Barney Dunn. And Barney, may God forgive him.
All right, this better check out.
Where'd you come up with that name? Who was Bonnie Dunn?
First name that came to my head. How are we gonna get out of this? What's going on here?
I don't know how.
What have
we're
you
gonna
gotten
get
me
out
into?
of- What have I gotten you into?
Wait a minute. I used to know this skateboarder named Chandel. I got an idea. First, we gotta wiggle. We gotta,
You mean like this?
we gotta wiggle. We gotta keep wriggling.
Okay. Great.
We
gotta get out
go
of
to
here.
the
Lose show.
I'm not drunk.
Take some black coffee and get over to the club.
I'm not drunk. I'll be all right. Where have you been? I'm going crazy. Where's Tina?
Tina's here. She's here. Tina, talk to him. He's gone. He's lost already.
Lou, I'll be there. Do what Danny said. Of course I miss you. But would you lay off the sauce?
Where are my pills? I need a Valium the size of a hockey puck. You know my philosophy of life. You have to have a few laughs, but you have to suffer also. Otherwise, you miss the whole point.
Well, you know what my philosophy of life is? It's over quick. So have a good time. You see what you want, go for it. Don't pay any attention to anybody else. Do it to the other guy first. Because if you don't, he'll do it to you.
This is a philosophy of life? It sounds like a screenplay to Murder Incorporated. No wonder you don't like yourself.
Stop saying that about me. You're the one who's living like a loser.
Why? Because I haven't made it yet? That's the beauty of life. Overnight you could go from being a bum to a hero. That's what I think's gonna happen to Lou right now. Come on, we better get going.
I can't believe it. He's drunk, I booked his show, and he's got